And now, that master of one-liners, Dicko Aflockin.
Hello, folks. Let's get started. Why is 69 afraid of 70? Because they had a fight in 71. What's the difference between a nun and a woman taking a bath? A nun has hope in her soul. What do you get if you divide a pumpkin's circumference by its diameter? Pumpkin pie. I hate how politically correct the world is these days. You can't even say black paint. You have to say, Leroy, please paint that wall. What does a cannibal do after he dumps his girlfriend? He wipes his ass. A redhead tells her blonde sister, I slept with a Brazilian. The blonde replies, oh my God, you slut! How many is a Brazilian? Why didn't the lifeguard save the hippie? He was too far out, man. What did Yoda say to Princess Leia after separating with Han Solo?
I don't know!
May divorce be with you. Helvetica and Times New Roman walk into a bar. Get out of here, shouts the bartender. We don't serve your time. How do you keep a bagel from getting away? Put locks on it. A man tells his doctor, Doc, help me. I'm addicted to Twitter. The doctor replies, sorry, I don't follow you. I'm a great lover. The ladies call me Amazon Prime because I come so fast. That's my time, folks. Thank you. Thank you. You're a great audience.
We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch no bandit run.
Well, this is part 4 and the final episode of this Philco 45 series. There's a hell of a lot to do and a short time to do it in. I've got to finish up this chassis, got to finish up the cabinet, and I've got some serious problems with the cabinet that I'll show you. But I thought I'd start the video off showing you the tuning capacitor on this. I don't know if I've showed this before, how these work.
Who cares?
But this has got a piece of string here wrapped around some pulleys over here, and it's attached with a spring. You got a pulley here, you got a pulley here, and here's another pulley. When you turn that, kind of cool, huh? I got some new grommets for this, so let's take a look at those and we'll install that. The tuning cap takes 8 grommets. Here's the old ones. They're in pretty bad shape. So I got these new ones here, and I want to put those on there so we can test the speaker. If you remember the last video, we rewired the speaker, put a new output transformer on it, and it hasn't been tested. So let's get that on there so we can play some music, see how this radio sounds. We got a big problem with a warp here. This top board, you can see there, it's warped like crazy.
Oh, that's bad.
Let me see if I can get that off.
So big!
You gotta be kidding me.
How's that for a warp top?
Holy moly!
Holy mackerel. Now, from what I've read, it's almost impossible to fix a warped piece like this, but I'm going to try. I'm going to do drastic measures. First of all, I'm just going to soak it with water, both sides. Then I'm going to pour boiling water over it, and then you're going to have to stay tuned to see what I do next. I've got nothing to lose. So let's have some fun here, huh?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Gotta use hot water, you schmuck. Whew, it's hot.
Oh, brother.
No, you're not seeing things. I'm going to use my car as a clamp. I've always wanted to do that. Why not? Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Be careful.
Ladies and gentlemen, seeing is believing. No more. No more. Bingo.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, seeing is believing. Now, is that going to work? Probably not. I may have cracked it. We're going to leave it like that overnight. Maybe a couple days. And then we'll see what it looks like. If that doesn't work, I'll go to plan B. Well, it's time to test the speaker here. I had replaced the output transformer here. This is the new one I bought. And I had to rewire it here.
Be careful!
Let's try it. Let's turn it on.
A little atmospheric music goes a long way.
He's had to be escorted off campus with full police protection because of the mob outside. And look, the people, if you want to protest a political figure that you don't like, have at it. It's America. I draw the line at disruption. Right, he has a right to speak.
It works.
Invited guests should be...
Indeed, they had, in fact, Blake Brandel is restarting his 46th game as an Oregon State Beaver player today against the Arizona State Sun.
Famous circus man, and he was tough nothing. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the best man in the land. But then he went and turned up, so now he thinks of his craft. He's in the army now, a flowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle every morning at 5. It really brought him down because he couldn't shine. The captain seemed to...
Sounds pretty good.
Because the next day the cap went off to call up the band, and now the company comes to his belly. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. I see, how that beat goes it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note. The bass guitar is playing his blues. He makes the company come to his belly. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy.
Well, it's been 2 days, so let's move the car and see if we got it flat. See what we got here. Didn't do a damn thing. This part here is still wet. Let's see if we can remove it. I'm gonna remove this and we'll take a closer look. Okay, looks like this board is divided up in pieces here. You can see the line here, that's one board. Here's another line, so that's two boards. Here's another line, so that's three boards, and the little piece here is four boards. So it's made up of four different boards. It just seems to me that if this is wet, we should be able to bend it. Maybe this piece, when it was glued on there, it was sealing this area, and this area doesn't feel wet, so what I need to do is get this wet so it soaks in through all the wood, and that'll soften it.
This is ridiculous.
Don't give up your day job.
You admit you're beat, or else I'll pull your mustache. Hey.
It looks like underneath the thin veneer, there's another veneer here. It's the same thickness as this. I'm gonna take this all off.
Okay then, come on. Godfrey Daniel!
Gonna soak this again. See if I can get this piece off, and we'll take it from there.
I'm going to bed.
And I've never seen anything like. Nothing ever like this.
You're so darn conscientious, you're driving yourself crazy.
So what made you do such a thing?
Okay, now that the veneer is off, let's try it again. Looks like these pieces are starting to separate here. See that? But it shouldn't matter if I just want to get it flat.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
It's deja vu all over again.
Oops.
I think I'll take this into the house and put this on a flat surface. Okay, I got these boards here on a nice flat surface. 4 pieces. Actually, there's 5 here. This is had come loose, but I'm gonna glue that. That's no big deal. Let's just see how flat it is here. That looks pretty good here.
Not bad.
Before, there was a big bow in it.
It's a miracle!
So that's looking pretty good there. After I get this glued, now I'm going to do that off camera because that's not very exciting, but I'll show you what it looks like. And then we'll decide what type of veneer to put on here. And I also got to put some veneer on the bottom. That'll help strengthen this piece here and hopefully keep it from warping again. Get to work, Buzz. Time's a wasting. Well, I just finished gluing the last piece on here. So let's take it off and take a look at it. I glued these on one at a time because it was easier that way.
Okay, wrap it up.
That's the bottom. That's the top. Pretty much flat, although I do need to get the sander out and sand some of this. I'm just going to go over the bottom here and try to even out all these boards here.
Always sand with the grain of the wood.
It's getting there. Now he finishes up and I'll show you what it looks like. It looks pretty good. I'm just going to get some wood filler, fill in some of these gaps here, and then we'll sand that off. Okay, I've got the wood filler in here.
Would you like something for the pain?
Okay, we got the bottom here. Now I'm going to put a piece of veneer on here just like it originally had. Okay, I'm going to clamp this on here, but I'm not going to put my car on it, so you can breathe a sigh of relief.
Good.
Let's get that clamped. I ran into a problem here on this volume control. It was really scratchy, and sometimes you get to a point where the sound would just go out completely. So I sprayed it, and it helped it, but I don't know.
Me neither. Me neither too.
Seems to be okay now, but I know these things. It's not going to last. So I got another one here. Let's see what this one sounds like. There's no scratchiness at the lower level here on the volume. Got plenty of volume. So I think I'll put this new one in here. I just don't want to have that problem, a couple months down the road here. That's a nice tune. What is that called? Okay, let's get that changed, and let's get the new chord in there. Okay, I've got the piece of veneer on the bottom all glued down, looking good. Now I need to put a piece of veneer over this area here, and what I think I'll do is I'll just trace it out.
Nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you. Oh, Papa, I couldn't aspire to anything higher than pure desire to make you my own. Papa, ba-doo, papa, ba-doo. I wanna be loved by you, just
I'm going to use this veneer. This is the peel back type. That's all I had. So I'm just going to trace this out and then cut it and glue it on the board.
I wanna be loved by you, just nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you.
Well, there it is. Kind of messed up over here, but it looks okay.
That looks pretty good, Barney.
I have an idea. Let's take a look at this volume control, see what it looks like inside it.
Hell yeah.
Now, I don't think this is the original Philco volume control, because I don't see a Philco part number or anything on it. But it's got these 4 tabs here. You can see the carbon track, whatever you want to call it. That's why I wasn't getting any continuity when you start turning it, because it hits a dead spot here. So that's definitely bad, and it was a good idea I got rid of it, because it probably caused nothing but trouble. Okay, it's time to glue.
Glue!
I'm having fun.
Boy, you sure spreading that on thick.
Okay, I've finished putting on the blocks here. One here, one here. One in the back, and one here. So that should hold. Hopefully it won't warp anymore, because that board's held in there pretty tight. Now I've got to put the front panel in. I fixed up a veneer here that was loose and missing, and all these here were loose. I glued them, so all that's good to go. So I got to put this back. I think it goes in like this. And there's a bunch of holes here. It must be 15 screws to hold that in there, so Let me get that done, and then we can apply the stain to it. Another fun job.
Stop the tape!
Oops. Did anybody catch that?
Now what?
Looks like I put this in backwards.
You big dummy!
Administer the testicle clamps!
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is just stain the whole thing one color. And I'm going to use a special walnut stain. Then after that's been applied, I'm going to use some toner and tone up different parts of it. This may be a 2-tone, possibly 3-tone, I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. So, let's do it. I don't have any undies today, so I'm just going to use a rag. It's looking better. Let's do the side. Let me do the rest of it, and we'll go on to the next step. Now that it's been stained and toner applied, it's time to put the final coat of lacquer on it. And I'm going to use Watco lacquer.
What did he say?
And I'm going to use this little gadget that John from Arkansas sent me. It's funny, he sent this to me and he put his picture on it. What's that all about, John?
We do not worry about such things, okay?
This protects your finger when you're spraying, and when you're using lacquer, I use a lot of it, so that'll save my finger. So thanks, John.
We'll just give old Buzz a break.
Nice boy. Okay, let's just get it on here, right? Get this done.
You're tired, aren't you?
I don't feel no ways tired.
Please stand back and try not to inhale the toxic fumes.
Decal time. So I'm going to put the decal right around there. This goes approximately there. So let me soak this. that's okay. Now it's time to clean the paint off these knobs here. See if lacquer thinner can take it off. Oops.
Big clumsy oaf!
Looks like I'm gonna have to soak that. Soak them all. We'll come back in about 20 minutes and see what happens. Here's a look at the grill cloth that was on the radio. It's sort of a diamond pattern. So I bought some grill cloth. And I'm going to use this. I think that'll look pretty good. Well, there we go. I used Novus number 2 to polish these up. It took a lot of scrubbing to get that paint off. They look pretty good. Onward.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Well, disaster has struck again. Oh, Buzz. What I was doing is, this was sort of a baggie, so I just spritzed it with a little water and took my heat gun. Go ahead and laugh. Yep, took my heat gun, was drying it off, and it was working great. It took the bagginess out of it on this side here, but I got a little close here and it burned it. Wouldn't you know it, now I got to take the whole damn thing apart again.
Oh, brother.
And redo it. Oh my God. Let's take it apart.
You've got to use your brain. Usually it's more effective than skill.
And you can look through that till your eyes ache and you won't find a hole in it.
Dadgummit!
Let's get the grill cloth in.
You're driving me crazy. What did I do? What did I do?
Okay, I got the grill cloth in there. Now I'm going to put the speaker in there. And take a look at that.
Now what?
No holes.
Huh?
I actually made it to the end of the video without poking my finger in there. Man, I'm on a roll here. Let's get it in here.
Hey, be careful! Be careful! Bob, you were the kind that would desert me when I needed you.
We can't afford another screw-up. Make it good.
You're driving me crazy. What did I do?
This time this is tight. I didn't have to spray it. So I didn't have to use the heat gun.
Thank God.
Heat gun and grill cloth equals bad. Bad Buzz. But it looks pretty good. Okay, let's get the chassis in there. Okay, it's time for the chassis to go into the cabinet. And I got some new rubber grommets that go on the bottom.
Watch out, Buzz, for that rubber.
Just like that. I've hooked up a new power cord using the old plug. I used some of this fake cloth wire here. And to reduce the voltage here, I put a 20 ohm power resistor here on the line and hooked up a fuse here. And the voltage that comes out of it, you got 122 going in, you got about 110 coming out. So that's less stress on the tubes, and that's the way it's going to be. Before we see the final reveal, I wanted to show you this ad I found. This is for Philco 45L, which is the one I've got, and it's on sale for $59.95. Look at what you get on here. You get an Admiral Byrd globe, complete antenna kit, an official world atlas, all free. Wow, what a bargain. Think I'll get a few of these for Christmas presents. What do you think? All right, let's get it in the cabinet.
Hurry up! Aren't you finished yet?
Let's get the knobs on, get the trim piece on, and then we're ready for the reveal. Holy smoke! After all these months, finally this is going to be done. Finally! Don't go away. I give you the 1934 Philco model 45L, which stands for Lowboy.
I'm so nervous. I'm sweating like a pig.
Get out those old records, those old phonograph records, the ones we used to play so long ago. What if they sound scratchy? The tunes really were catchy, and especially those that said I love you so. I used to beg you over and over just to set the wedding day. To get you comfortable, I'd bring my portable and melt your heart away with all those old records, those old phonograph records, the ones we used to play so long ago. Get out those old, all the ones about motors, those old, all the ones about you, the ones getting on the place so long ago, on the old wind-up Dixola. What if they sound? Barney Google was great. The tune, all the songs about Katie, and especially those that said I love you so. Hula, hick, I used to beg you over and over just to set the wedding day. To get you portable, I'd bring my portable and melt your heart away with all those old. They were wonderful letters, those old. Play them over again, the ones we used to play so long ago. The ones we used to play so long ago.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a long time coming. I just wasn't in the mood to do this, and then it got kind of cold here, and it wreaked havoc trying to put the finish on this cabinet here. But it's finally done, and I think it looks good. So this is Buzz 1151. We'll be seeing you next time, probably next year, with another project. So until then, adios amigos.
Adios.
Oh, this is turning out to be a total waste of time.